The Great Storm of 1987 resulted in the destruction of landmarks across Great Britain, including some of the oldest trees in the country. As a result, a poll was taken to compile a list of what became known as the Great Trees of London, one of which I'm standing next to right here, the Royal Oak of Richmond Park.
And cut.
The great trees were followed by a Great Depression, because that's what happens after you talk about trees for that long. God, that was so dull.
That's fine. I'm just adjusting the height for a different angle.
Oh, come on, Alan, we can make this sexier.
It's just a tree, Carl.
It's not just a tree, it's a great tree. It's a great big heaving tree with the roots and the branches. And, oh, we can make this more exciting.
Client doesn't want exciting. They want a nice, warm presentation. On the great trees. That's it. That's you.
No, come on, Alan. Come on, let's get the blood flowing. Let's get the tree sap going. Let's make the bark tingle. Or we could, just do what the client wants.
That'd be great.
Kyo's later for a pint?
Yeah.
We ready?
Give me a minute.
Camera.
Speed.
Action.
The Great Storm of 1987 was... Hendon. Of all the places for a Japanese maple to end up, Hendon. Imagine you're a tree that's featured in some of the most beautiful paintings in history. You're loved by emperors and empresses. You're noble, you're elegant, and yet here you are, in Hendon in London. Not even the nicest part of London. Not even the nicest part of Hendon.
Cut! Do you want to try that again?
Why?
I don't know, maybe you could just stick to the script a bit more.
Okay, all right, let me just get some water. Kim, do you want any water? Has he told you his plan yet? No. He's off back home. He's going back to Ireland.
What? When? Alan?
Soon.
Is everything all right with your family?
Everything's fine.
We're ready.
He's just done with London. Done with hanging out. Done with, how did you put it? Doing the same shit week in, week out. I didn't think it was shit. I thought it was fun.
You never mentioned any of this to me.
Talk about it later. Let's go.
Oh, don't worry. Look, I guess the DTs every couple of years talks about going home. It'll pass. Okay. Properly this time.
Speed.
Hendon. Home of the Japanese maple, one of the most beautiful trees in the world. I think this might be my favorite yet.
Yeah? What is that?
What's the name? Shagbark. I mean, imagine the mockery it's had to endure all these years, standing here at the center of time on our planet, surrounded by gravitas and purpose. And there you are, Shagbark.
Could have been worse. Could have been called Alan.
How many summer's evenings has it stood here just quietly enjoying itself and some couple have leaned against it and gone, ooh, Shagbark.
The dogs would have been the worst. Telling all their friends about it. Oh, have a go into Shagbark. Coming over here for a quick hump and then pissing all over it.
Oh, poor Shagbark. This it then. This is the last one.
I'll be back for stuff. Probably. You could always move back with me, you know.
I mean, we have it pretty good here, no?
I just need something different.
What am I going to do with myself?
You? You'll be grand.
What time's your flight tomorrow?
2.
Pint.
No. I have too much to pack. We could go for 1. 1, Carl.
Come on.
Kim?
So this seems pretty straightforward. You want to take it piece by piece?
No Kim today?
No, Kim's on another job. Just remember, if you fluff it, keep rolling, all right? You okay?
Yeah, just my notes,
It'll be fine. I've handled hundreds of these promos. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, sure, I know. Trust me, it's not you. I'm just trying to get my head in the game.
All right, sound is ready. Camera, speed, action.
Thomas Hardy, renowned poet and novelist, most famous for Test of the D'Urbervilles and Mayor of Casterbridge, trained as an architect in Dorchester before moving to London. While there, he was given the task of dismantling the tombs of St. Pancras Church and disinterring the bodies into a massive pit. Some of the tombstones were piled together and an ash tree was planted at the center. And that tree became known as the Hardy tree, despite the fact we don't know whether Thomas Hardy was in fact responsible for it or not. In December 2022, that tree fell after a storm, and after looking out over London after all those years, it was gone overnight. Because why would you stay here in a city that doesn't even respect the dead? I mean, trees. This wasn't even my brief. This was Al's. This was his idea, just like moving from Dublin to here. I mean, we were doing fine over there. And then he said, oh, let's move to London. Let's move to a city where nobody knows us, nobody cares about us, and we have to chase every shitty gig to make rent. And I was like, fine, yeah, let's do that. But then when we got a gig, it was like Oscar night. We were insufferable, talking about our vision. I really thought I could convince him to stay. I really thought if I got him drunk enough, pints, shots, whatever, I had a chance. And I end up standing outside his house and I'm shouting at him, going, you have to stay here, And I don't know what I'm going to do. And I'm practically begging him. And I'm looking at him saying, come on. And I think I said something like, I don't even know who I am anymore. And he turned and he looked at me and he just went, I know who you are. You're my friend. So I look at him and I just say, fuck off, and I walk away. But it was nice, having someone say that to you, that you're their friend. Stupid. But it was nice. Oh, fucking trees.
And cut. Yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna be able to use that last bit. Can we go again? When you're ready?
Yeah, just give me a minute.
Yeah, no problem. Take two.
All right,
You good?
let's go.